All right. Well, let's welcome Kiara to the podcast.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Thank
everybody, for
you.
joining us on another Nomad Chats interview. This is the second one to date. So, today we have Kiara, and we're going to be talking about her alternative lifestyle. So, do you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. So, hello, guys. My name is Kiara. You can find me at Follow Keys Trax on YouTube. And I am a car dweller. I basically spend about 8 to 9 months out of the year fully living in my car. And then I take about 3 months to come back home to New Jersey, where I'm originally from. And in those 9 months, I basically just travel around in my car and Airbnbs and explore the world.
All right. So, tell us about, what's your age? Who are you? I know you mentioned you're from New Jersey. Just kind of describe your alternative lifestyle a little bit more. I know you said you're living in your vehicle. What kind of car is it?
Sure. So I'm 28 and I live in a 2018 Chevy Trax. And yeah, I'm originally from New Jersey. But when I do live in my car full time, I usually drive down south and I do my car camping down there.
Okay. So, what made you consider alternative living or living in your car? Were you previously living in an apartment, like, most people, or maybe even in a house or with your family? What was your circumstances that brought you here?
So yeah, I spent most of my life living in a house. And then when I turned about 19, 20 years old, I went to college, I did community college, I got a job
Mm-hmm.
full time, and I decided to get a regular apartment. And I lived in apartments for about 3 years. And the pandemic happened and I had the option to end my lease and either get another apartment or um, you know do something else with my life, go to a different
Mm-hmm.
state or try a different job. Or there were just so many options on the table when once the world kind of stopped a little bit and I had a little
Yeah.
bit more time to think about, what do I really want to do with this time that I have? So I decided not to get another apartment lease. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw that Airbnbs were fairly priced in different states. And I decided to take a leap of faith. And that's how I kind of started my nomadic journey, was just living in Airbnbs. And then eventually I moved into the car and never looked back.
Okay. So do you feel like the issue with rental prices being so high is one of the reasons that made you consider, hey, I'm just gonna, try out some Airbnbs because at least you kind of have a freedom of coming and going with those and not having a contract?
Exactly. It was more of, I wasn't so upset about the price. It was more about what I was getting for the money. I didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with paying it, but it was like, what am I really getting here? When I really have the time to sit and think about what is really bringing me joy in life, it's not being in this apartment and having all of this
Yeah.
stuff and the furniture. Like, it was really being able to meet new people and hang out with my friends and go on experiences with them and make memories and just be
Mm-hmm.
flexible and free enough to do that as much as possible. And I just couldn't do that living in my apartment.
Okay, I feel you. And I mean, like you said, when you're paying that much money, like there's probably not much time to really focus on doing anything else. So since you moved into your car, what type of preparations did you need to get started? Was it a lot of financial things that had to be taken care of first before you could really start living that alternative lifestyle?
So when I started to live in my car, it wasn't permanently. So my preparation was a little different, where instead of prepping to live in my car full time, I was just going to try it out for the weekend. I really didn't think that
Okay.
I would even like this lifestyle. It was just in case something ever happens with an Airbnb, I want an option to sleep in my car. So I had
Mhm.
very minimal stuff. I had pillows that I was using as the bed. I didn't have a jackery. I still to this day don't have a jackery. I don't have any of the gadgets that you normally
Mhm.
see prepared car campers have. So in my case, yeah, I kind of had the bare minimum. I went out there and I tried it one weekend at a hotel. I mean, in a hotel parking lot, and I really, really liked it. So,
Okay. So, I know you mentioned that you have like the bare minimum preparations. What would you say were the main important things for you when it came to, at least preparing for this lifestyle temporarily? Because I know for you, you do spend a lot of time in Airbnbs and you have your car kind of as your secondary house. So, what were the top preparations that you kind of wanted to make sure that you had for it to work out?
yeah, top preparations definitely had to be some way of having some type of privacy back there with the back window glass. So having tints, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get like professional tints. I just went to AutoZone and kind of got roll and stick ones, and they seemed to work out fine. I wanted to be completely conspicuous back there. I didn't want anybody to know that I was there. So I had black sheets. I have a black fitted sheet and a black throw sheet to put over me. I wanted no type of color and foo foo la la. I just wanted to be
Mm-hmm.
completely hidden. And I was also in Georgia, and that was in the South. And during the time it was the summer last year, so definitely gonna need fans. Like
Yeah.
number one is you gotta cool yourself down. That
I'm
heat is no
experiencing that
joke.
right now.
Heat is no joke. I've never experienced heat like that in my life. And it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning, 88 degrees.
Yeah. It gets hot down here, but I know you're up in New Jersey right now. So, do you feel like you like to live car life or would live car life in Jersey, or you more so spend your time, taking a break from car life or being indoors when you go up there?
Um, that's basically what I'm doing right now. Is it's just a break from car life, but it's definitely not a long-term thing. Like I feel like I could do like 1 or 2 months in New Jersey, and then I really want to spend the rest of my year traveling around and definitely being down south. I cannot with this with the cold up here. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Well, with that being said, why don't you go ahead and give us one con and one pro of this alternative lifestyle?